I'm Brayden.
I'm Devin.
And welcome to
the
Popping Popcorn Podcast.
Otherwise known as Triple P.
We talk about the stuff.
Nobody else.
I don't know. I thought I was going to do half and then you would do half.
We talk
so
about
it's like,
stuff nobody else
I was going to say we talk about the stuff and you're going to say that nobody else does. So today's topic, drum roll please. Wait. What are you doing?
Oh, sorry.
I mean, I guess you could do that. I was just gonna go. I thought it'd be longer.
See, now stop.
I thought it'd be longer.
Yeah,
okay.
What's the next topic?
The next topic is. Let me open up the notes. Notes. We should do a musical podcast one of these days.
No.
Where everything we do is just sung.
Notes.
Welcome to the podcast. Okay.
Podcast.
How to eat a taco.
How do you eat a taco?
It has been bugging me. Okay, this has really been bugging me. Like, think of it. When you have a taco, a hard shell taco, a real taco, right? A taco. When you have a taco, what do you tilt the taco so it's sideways and stuff can fall out, but then it's easier to
eat it?
To eat it? Or do you keep it straight, tilt your head, and bite it straight on? So it's like so the taco's straight up, but your head sort of tilted so that your mouth fills it.
Yeah.
Or are you one of the crazy people that just full on just or like straight on with like all the
those are crazy
teeth,
people, man.
right?
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
How do you do it, Devin?
Me personally, I tilt the top. No, I'm kidding. I tilt my head and I eat it, but I don't think about tilting my head when I eat a taco. I just do it, I just eat a taco, but when I really think about it, I tilt my head, chomp down on it, and then it's good.
Right? So you tilt your head?
Yeah, what do you do?
Me? Okay.
Maybe a little bit of both.
I feel like it's a give and a take. It's not a full 90, and
Yeah.
it's not a full 90. I feel like I would say
Diagonal.
45,
Yeah.
where you tilt your head but you also tilt the taco.
Yeah,
so you don't have to
35,
tilt as
35,
much,
45.
but that way all the stuff in your taco doesn't fall out.
Yeah, because that's really
Okay,
the
what do you like your tacos to have? What's a good taco to you? Do you like the soft shell? Do you like the Navajo? Do you like the hard shell?
It's really dependent on how I'm feeling,
Okay, what are you feeling right now?
Hard shell, maybe like a carne asada,
Okay.
a steak and stuff,
Okay, that's what I want. I want a hard shell taco. I want some lettuce. Want some ground beef. Want some tomatoes, pico salsa.
Yeah.
Want some sour. Ooh, cheese.
You need cheese. I mean, actually, I don't like tomatoes or anything. So.
You don't?
Yeah, no. Tomatoes, onions, worst favorite foods right there.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Really?
But
okay.
lettuce is fine. Lettuce on
Lettuce
tacos
is
is
fine.
good. I like
Ground beef.
some beans.
What about ground beef?
Some beef. Yeah. That's
If you had a
good.
choice
Some
between
ground
one
beef,
meat.
lettuce.
I'll let you finish.
Hot sauce, sour cream.
Okay. Are you done?
Probably.
Okay. If you had one meat you had to eat for the rest of your life and you could only eat that one meat, what would it be?
Man. I mean, can I just go and say cow? Because there's a lot of different...
No, it has to be like one type of meat, like steak, pork, sausage, ham, bacon. It's like a meat. It has to be like a single kind of meat.
Pigs, man.
No,
Really
not an
got it
animal,
all.
a meat from that animal. Like you'd say bacon, and I would just give you a bajillion pieces of bacon.
Me
and that's
personally, probably dog. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa.
I'm kidding. I have 2 dogs. I love them very much.
We turn off the podcast. Sorry, this has been disqualified.
Anyway, no, I don't know. Really, I don't know.
One meat.
I mean, I really like my pig and stuff, but like
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, my turn.
Your turn.
Wow.
You go.
Okay, like that.
Look,
was just...
man. Who do you?
You
who
were
would
just
you
talking
choose?
about animals, and I'm telling you meat. No, ground beef. Ground beef.
You choose ground beef.
Hands down, I'll choose ground beef. Think of it. I could make a taco with ground beef, or I could make it a hamburger patty.
Yeah.
Like I could put it with
Honestly,
hamburger helper.
Maybe like
I'm just
chicken.
saying ground beef.
Maybe chicken.
Chicken? You'd say chicken?
Because you can make
I
chicken
would say
tacos.
chicken.
You can
do
make
chicken with
chicken
anything.
sandwiches.
Chicken sandwiches.
Yeah.
Ground beef can be part of a sloppy joe.
Yeah. It can.
I haven't
So
thought
can
about
pork.
what's in ground beef.
It's I think that's multiple animals.
I feel like it is.
Or it's just like beef, like cow beef,
Just cow
and
beef.
it's just grinded up.
It's just grinded.
Or it's multiple animals grinded
Who
up.
knows?
I think there's
Who knows?
variations.
Who knows?
Okay.
Okay.
But when you eat a hot dog, do you eat it like this? Do you turn your head or do you turn the hot dog?
What? No. Is a hot dog a sandwich? That was a big controversy. Do you
No,
remember that?
a hot
Do you
dog
remember
is
that?
not a
Do you
sandwich.
remember that? Okay, tell me why. Tell me why
A
it's not
hot dog is not a sandwich
Tell
because
me
it's
why.
a hot dog. I don't know. I just feel like
Okay, define a sandwich for me.
sandwich, 2 pieces of bread.
Okay,
Right.
check.
That's obviously
They just happen to be
the thing,
connected.
you know, they just happen to be connected. When there's obviously deli sandwiches,
Like
that
a
are
Philly
connected,
cheesesteak?
right?
Right there, a Philly
Yeah.
cheesesteak. It's
Yeah,
connected.
but it's like, you know, you wouldn't eat a sandwich sideways like this. You know, even if it was like that, you'd still eat it. Like meat sideways, right? But you wouldn't turn it on its side so that the meat is facing up.
Okay,
just
but
with
if
the
I'm
normal
having
sandwich.
an
But
open-ended sandwich.
It's just like a hot dog is just a little cylinder thing, you know? It's a sausage. It's just one little sausage on bread.
Okay.
I don't
but what's
know.
the
I just don't
difference
feel like
between if
it's
I
a
have
sandwich. It's a hot
like,
dog.
so the way I hold a hot
it's called
dog-
a hot dog for a reason, you know?
Okay, what if I just had like a ham and cheese sandwich but no bread on top? How do I eat it?
Like
I
just
eat
ham
it
and
just like
cheese
this.
without-
There's no bread on top. There's still bread on top. There's bread on the bottom.
Okay.
It's the
So
same thing as
just
a hot
bread on
dog at that point. I would just fold it in a
Oh.
little and I would just eat it like a hot dog.
I mean, I guess you could.
Here's the
make it a
thing:
hot
if you have
dog.
a hot dog,
I
no
think-
ketchup, no mustard, no relish, is it a hot dog?
Yeah, but it's not a good one.
I think. Okay, I think. Okay, you know what? No, I'm not gonna get on
Yeah.
that. I'm not gonna fight you on that.
Have you ever had like bratwurst?
Bratwurst, yes.
Those are good.
Bratwurst is good.
You know.
I love how we're talking about meat and food, but we're the popping popcorn, and we don't even have popcorn.
I
anymore.
know.
It's an empty desk.
Just
We have a little trophy stand. We have a kazoo, phone, the computer, the mic. That's it. I feel like we have to.
You were supposed to keep talking.
It's the final countdown.
Okay, all right.
I finally gotta sing because last episode you wouldn't let me sing.
Yeah, I wouldn't let him sing last episode. It's okay. This is episode.
Have you listened
2.
to our last episode? Because if you haven't, that's a good idea. Go listen to our last episode. It's on the same channel. It's probably right below this video. So go click on it. Listen to that episode first. Speaking of which, in that last episode, we had a self-plugin. I think it's time to have a self-plugin.
Follow us on all of the social medias. Maybe do we have a Facebook?
No, we don't have a Facebook.
We don't have a
sucks.
Facebook.
Why would we have a Facebook?
Yeah, maybe down
The
the road.
only reason
We
why
have
we
an
get a Facebook.
Instagram. We have a Twitter. pop_podcast. Right?
Pop_podcast.
Follow us, please. We need your questions. We need your questions. You need to ask us topics that you would like us to talk about.
We do. And that's the thing. Let's go tweet at us. Go DM us on Instagram. You know, that's what we want. We'll definitely be doing a lot more polls on Instagram and Twitter. You know,
Yeah.
we're trying to interact with you guys because we're doing this for you guys.
Yeah.
Like, as fun as it is for me and Devin to talk,
Yeah.
we don't have to have a microphone. We don't have to have the sound effect. We don't have to have the computer and the camera.
We don't have to have the kazoo.
We don't have to have. I mean, what are you talking about? Devin? we have to have it because no, but my point is we don't have to have all this stuff, but we're doing it because we want to share our message. And what is that message?
We talk about the stuff that nobody else talks about.
Thank you. So, okay, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, definitely just go, shoot us a message. DM us, tweet us, whatever floats your boat.
All right, the ad is done. Do another sound effect.
I keep going. All right, we're gonna start right there.
That is
just
done.
in
Let's
case
get
we
back
get,
into the topic that we were talking about. What were we talking about?
We were gonna change the topic. Remember?
We were?
Well, what do you want to change the topic to?
I don't know. Should we take callers?
Do you want to call somebody? Who do you
Yes.
want to call?
Probably Cody.
You want to call Cody? It's Cody with Jason.
I want to call Cody.
I could call Ben.
Call him after.
We can call. I'll call Ben.
Call after.
Well, yeah, no after, but in case.
We're calling our friend Cody. We're gonna ask him about the podcast.
Hello.
Hey, Cody.
Hey, what's up?
How's it going?
Good.
Cody, you sound so tired.
That was
What?
Braden. That. That was Braden. We're doing our podcast right now.
Say
You're
hi.
on the podcast. Say hi. Are you with Jason?
Maybe.
Ah! Why didn't
You tried
she answer
calling
us,
her.
huh?
You didn't text me.
I didn't text you.
I texted Jasha.
Why would I text you if I'm calling Jaysha?
Oh, yeah, I was charging the other room.
Oh, okay. Because we called
Sure.
Jaysha in the last episode, but she didn't answer because she was the whole reason this podcast is a thing. That was loud.
That was the
Braden.
kazoo. I'm sorry, Al.
Anyway, hello, welcome to the podcast. Is there anything you want to talk about?
She says, aren't you supposed to have the topic?
What?
She asked, aren't you supposed to have the topic?
I can pull up a topic. Give me half a second.
Give us half a second.
Are oranges real?
Our orange is real. what kind of
Very
what kind of topic is that? All right. Well, good talk, Cody. Have fun with Jaysha.
Alright, cool.
Glad we could have your input.
Good luck.
Yeah.
You go listen to our podcast. I'll text you the link when we're done. That was Cody. Wasn't he a blast?
What kind of topic is our orange is real?
You can't pressure me like that. Well, that's a very good question. Is are oranges real?
What's so good about it?
What's so wrong
Sorry,
about it?
that's not what I meant to say. What is so unreal
Okay,
about orange?
you pick yes or no, I'll pick the other one, and then we can fight over it. And that's what our topic is. Not a debate. This isn't a debate. Let me just make that clear. This
This is just a
podcast
contradiction.
isn't a debate. This isn't a debate podcast. This is us just
Giving our points of
giving
view.
our points of view. So, are oranges real? Pick yes or no.
Oranges are real.
Okay.
Yes.
Why?
Because I eat them. And are we talking about oranges, the fruit, or the color?
Either one. Doesn't really matter.
Well, both of them are. I mean, I guess
The
the
same
fruit
exact thing.
is real,
Okay.
and the color of the fruit.
Nope. That's where I went. Oranges are not real. The color. What if I grow up and I think that the color orange is the color blue?
Yeah.
But then I'm told, hey, that's orange. You're stupid. That's not blue.
Mhm.
So then I call it orange. But from that moment on, I think it's blue in my head.
Yeah.
Right? Or it's like.
I
hey,
know what you're talking about. But
Or it's like, how
like
would
we
you.
could look at this green kazoo, and my green looks like,
By the
green.
way, the kazoo is green.
and Braden's green could look like a totally different.
What if that's not green?
It could look like my blue, but it looks like his green.
Right? And
But
so,
it's probably the same. But if it isn't, that's
well, it's
pretty
like,
crazy.
It's like,
Because
okay,
no one
here's
would
the
know.
thing. It's like if I go blind right now, I would feel fine.
Mm-hmm. You'd feel fine.
I wouldn't mind it as much as if I was
Sorry.
born blind. Because think of it that way. If I was born blind, I wouldn't know anything.
Mhm.
What is this? What is this?
Yeah.
What is
No, stop. No.
this? I
Stop.
just stopped Devin. Right? Compared to if I say, oh, what is this? You can say, oh, it's a desk. I'm like, oh. You're like, yeah, it's a wood desk. I'm like, oh, because I know what wood and I know what a wood desk would look like.
Yeah.
Or I'm like, oh. And you're like, oh, it's black. Oh, I know what black is.
I know what black feels like.
Right?
This is black.
No, but I feel like there's so much more compared to as if I was just born blind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, speaking of being born blind, if you had to lose one sense, what would it be? We sort of went over this in drama, how you have more than just 5 senses. Like you have your sense
Yeah.
of balance, or it's like if you
Let's
close
just-
your eyes
Yeah.
and you stick your hands up, you know where your body is. That's like sense of.
Sense of knowing.
I don't know
where
what
your
it
body
is.
is.
Sense of
But
knowing
let's
what
just
body
go
is.
over the 5 senses.
Okay, so
Right.
5 senses.
We have sight,
Uh huh.
smell,
Uh huh.
hearing,
No, wait, what?
hearing,
Oh, okay.
sight, smell, hearing, taste, touch.
Okay, if you had to lose one sense, what would it be?
Probably hearing.
You would want to lose your hearing.
Because I've already taken like ASL classes, so I already know some sign language, right? And it's just like it really isn't bad at all to lose your hearing. I feel like it sucked to lose your sight. No offense to blind people, but I wouldn't want to be blind, right? This is just not something I would want to be.
Right.
Touch can be like a crazy good thing, right? Because that's where you know where you are.
Yeah, I feel
And-
like you can't lose your touch. Like,
Yeah,
I
you
feel
can't
like
lose your
have to
touch.
just
And then smell,
know it.
you could lose your smell. You could. But also, do you want to lose your smell?
So you would,
'Cause
if
there's
you had a
bad ones,
choice
but there's also good
between
ones.
losing one of your five senses, you would pick your hearing.
Or smell.
No, you're gonna pick one right now.
And there's taste.
Right now, I
definitely have
surgically
taste.
remove one of your five senses. So your eyes, your nose, your tongue, your ears. Or I just rip all the skin off your body.
Mm.
You pick. Go.
Probably smell, to be honest. Because I
Smell.
feel like that's the one that really is less.
I just rip off his nose. By the
What
way.
about you?
What about me? That's a very good question. Okay, I feel.
That is a very good question.
I feel I would want to lose my taste.
Your taste. Really?
Well, I feel like I could still live my life normal. I mean, like, it would be a pain. I would not want to, like, chew on stuff.
You wouldn't want to eat because everything would just taste
Nothing.
like nothing.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. I could eat all my veggies and not have to worry.
Yeah, but I feel like smell is like such a good thing to have.
Such a good thing to have.
Sorry, not a good thing to have.
I mean, I wouldn't mind losing my smell, but we can't
Exactly.
both walk around like Lord Voldemort with no nose.
No nose. I said hearing or smell,
You say hearing or smell.
but I wouldn't want to lose taste.
I would say taste
because that's
or smell.
that's how we survive. Is we eat food.
I guess.
You know.
Yeah, but we survive by seeing and survive by hearing and survive by touching and survive by smelling. It's like if you
True.
had no smell and you were walking in and there's no sign saying this is
Radioactive acid pool. You
Right.
wouldn't be able to smell the acid.
No. And so you go in and you die.
But how often does that happen? you know?
I mean, fairly often. Did you hear about the guy in Minnesota?
Maybe.
It's always in
There's
Minnesota.
there's a lot of. It's always in Florida. Florida, man.
What are you talking about? Okay, topic.
Everything
topic
I
time.
see
Give
is
me a number.
Florida,
Give me a
man.
number. Give me a number. Give me a number.
Four.
4?
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Four.
Monsters versus aliens versus humans. Who would win?
Okay. What monsters are we talking about?
Let's talk about all of them.
All of them? We're talking about the movie Monsters vs. Aliens.
No. No. Okay, let's talk about the classic monsters. So you have Bigfoot, you have Loch Ness Monster, and you have this Yeti.
We're talking about like Godzilla
Godzilla.
type monsters, like
Okay.
those huge titans.
So we have all the classic kind of monsters.
There's like three-headed.
Plus, I guess
dragons.
technically, vampires kind of monsters,
Okay.
werewolves kind of monsters. So just one of like
Frankenstein.
everything you could possibly imagine, like a ghost, a
Okay.
goblin, a Frankenstein, the Loch Ness monster,
Yeah.
a Yeti, a abominable snowman,
All right, and then aliens.
aliens. Let's go.
We don't really know about aliens. Do you believe in
Exactly.
aliens? I think that's a good topic.
I think that is a good topic. Okay.
Well, hold on. Let's stay on the topic we're on.
No,
We'll go to that
we can't.
one
We
next.
can't topic jump.
Aliens, we're talking about like aliens with little laser beams.
Sure.
Little laser beams.
We'll talk about like the cartoon kind of alien. A
Alright.
green head, little Martian with a teeny little plasma gun that says, "Take me to your leader."
Take me through your leader, please.
to your leader.
That's
Right?
pretty good.
Okay. So,
And then humans. We
and
got
then
tanks.
humans with us.
You think we could be smarter than the monsters?
Okay. Let's go in a scenario
I bet
as
we're smarter than the monsters, but we're not
Really?
smarter than the aliens.
really. Here's the thing.
So maybe the aliens
Do
would
you
win.
believe monsters exist real fast? Do you
Um,
believe that there's a vampire out there somewhere? That there's a
I
werewolf
don't
out there
know.
somewhere?
No, I don't think.
You don't believe in that?
No.
Okay.
But I used to believe in Bigfoot, but at this point, I've
Here's the thing.
there's just like,
it's like
so
what
many
if,
like
well, it's like what if they're higher intelligence than us, so they can go undetected? They have camouflage,
yeah.
heat ray sensors.
If it is, then it's just another species of ape. It's just another animal.
The Bigfoot,
Yeah,
I guess.
and it's nothing.
But it's
nothing
ape
crazy.
highly evolved past us even.
That'd be pretty cool. It's an alien.
It's
Ape.
Aliens.
It's an
Okay.
alien ape. Well, okay, wait.
Who would win in a quick scenario, and then we'll go on of do you believe in?
What was I saying? I was saying something. I don't remember.
Would you say we were smarter than all the monsters?
Yes. So, yeah. So I was like, okay, so we're smarter than the monsters, but the aliens are smarter than us. So that would be like, oh, aliens would win, but it's also our planet, right?
Ooh, so we know the home turf.
Yeah, we have the home field advantage, you know.
But here's the thing.
Maybe
It's
we
like
can
when
beat
you
them
look at it,
aliens.
they're in outer space, so they have the higher advantage. They
Yeah.
can shoot down at us, and we have
Yeah.
to shoot up at them.
True. You know, they got the
I don't know.
technology.
In my opinion, I wouldn't want to be alive, and monsters and aliens and humans all live on the same planet.
Yeah.
Aliens, do they exist? Yes or no?
Yes, 100%.
100%. You
What about
believe in
you?
aliens. Okay, you have to look at it real fast from a logic point. We're on a planet
Mhm.
that's with 8 other planets
Mhm.
orbiting one star in one galaxy of 1 billion stars, orbiting another galaxy with 1 billion stars
Exactly.
in
And all those
a
stars
universe
have a
with
solar
over.
system with
I would
planets in
say
them.
I would say in a universe with over, I would say at least, you know, a million galaxies, and then each galaxy has 1 billion stars, and each, you know, star I would say would have at least one planet, give or take, or maybe another star or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying factually, yes, there has to be some other
Yes.
kind of life form out there.
But
Here's
do they
what-
show
do-
up and abduct people?
What do you define as alien though? That's the thing.
Alien. Life
If we-
on another...
Okay, so if we found this one planet that had single cell organisms,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
alien.
That's definitely alien.
Okay,
Aliens.
here's the other thing: is what if we managed to find a planet that has single cell organisms? So we send a spaceship to there, but by the time they get there, because we're say 30 light years away, by the time we get there, say the single cell organisms have evolved into like
People.
people,
Ish.
but still like
Life.
simple life, like
More-
caveman kind of a thing.
Okay, more of
Do
a-
we interfere?
No.
Do we go
'Cause-
down there and say, look, we know all this technology, let us help you progress?
Maybe. Okay, alright. Maybe. I don't know. Because, I mean, we found multiple planets that are in the habitable zone, which is like far enough away from the sun,
Right.
but not too close. It's the
Right,
perfect
right.
temperature. The same as Earth. It
Learn
has
about that in
water
Earth
on it.
science.
It's got water on the planet, you know.
Yep,
It
yep.
could sustain life.
Could.
And the fact that our universe is so huge that there's like basically infinite numbers of like planets that could be in the habitable zone that could attain life.
I would say that, yeah.
Of course, there's going to be life on
Okay.
other planets.
I feel like you're right. Life has to be out there. But,
There has to be other life.
okay,
but-
again, what do we do if they're higher evolved than us? What do we do if they're less evolved? Do we interfere? Do we not? Do
Of
we
course, I think
What if they were threatening upon extinction? What if it was like this animal that we've never seen before, right? Because it's going on a different planet, but there's only 3 of them left, and they're fighting each other.
yeah.
Do we step in and save them, or do we just let them extinct themselves? Hi, puppy. You have a puppy in now.
I think that at that point we should interfere. Maybe Roscoe, just why are
He's
you
right
making
next
those
to the
sounds?
mic.
Why are you making those sounds?
He's right next to the mic. Hey, buddy.
Okay, get down, dude. You can't be here. Just lay down. Just go lay down.
Down, buddy.
Anyway, but I feel like our aliens. Okay, I definitely think there's other life on other planets, but I think
Down.
that they might be going through
Down.
the exact same things we are. It's
I
like
don't-
we don't have the technology for it yet.
No, I
Right.
feel like they're either more evolved or less evolved. They're not the same rate as us. They're either
Yeah.
more evolved. I'm not saying that, they're stuck in like, the 1900s or 1800s, right? No, I'm saying
I think-
they're less evolved as in they're almost animals, or they're simple life like primates,
Mhm.
or they're higher evolved, meaning they have a lot more technology than us.
Yeah, and they.
It's
can,
one or the
like,
other.
travel through
There's
space.
no I guarantee there's no other thing like a human out there. Like,
Yeah.
it just can't.
I bet it's just other types of life, right?
Yeah. And again, like a single cell
Different ways
organism.
life can happen.
Do
Yeah.
you count that?
Yeah.
What do we do if you find single cell organisms out in life, out in space, floating
I
on
think
rocks?
it's pretty crazy.
Have you ever thought about that? Just take a second.
Like how different ways things can live.
No.
Because we used to think that the only way things can live is that they need like a way to keep them alive, like oxygen or water, like fish or mammal, right? They need food
Right.
to sustain themselves, and like water if they're a mammal, right?
Right.
But we found out, Roscoe, stop.
That's a dog, not me. I'm not.
We found out that, I mean, this was like a while ago, right? That there's like fish living in the ocean way down. Stop. There's fish living in the ocean way down deep to where it's totally dark. And we used to think that we needed light to survive, light to live. But we obviously don't. There's fish that live at the bottom of the ocean that are just chilling.
Right. I don't know. Okay.
So it's like it raises the question.
one quick
like, there's
question
other ways things can
before
spread.
I want to change the subject.
What?
Have you ever read? I feel like I can't talk, and I feel like it's stupid for me to do a podcast because I can't talk.
It's okay.
But no, have you ever read the
Get
book
over it.
The Time Traveler by H.G. Wells?
No.
So
I
basically,
might have heard of it.
he talks about, it's like pretty much the first book ever known to talk about time travel. But in the book, it talks about how this man went born in the future by a law, and he pretty much found that humans evolved into two kinds of species, the peaceful kind, everyone like sort of what we are now, but then you have like the de-evolved kind of a thing. And I feel like that's sort of what we're leading to, is that the fact that we can't even fix our own whatever.
Problems. The
Yeah,
fact
our own
that
problems.
we're all human beings, but we feel the need to have borders separating us and saying like, "Oh, I'm bigger than you are," you know? I think it's so dumb. I think borders are dumb because
Thank-
like I feel like we'd
thank
be
you.
so much further in technology if like everyone just worked
And well,
together.
like,
And
have
I'm
you-
sure that sounds really peace, love, and
No,
unity.
no.
But like it's true.
No, it's like, have you ever thought about it? It's like, dude, we are just things of meat who happen to have a self-conscious.
Yeah.
I want to get to that in a second.
It's
though,
crazy.
that live on a rock that's circling a thing that's like an explosion ball of fire.
Yeah.
That's circling another exploding ball of fire that's gonna
And-
collide with a bigger galaxy of exploding ball
And
of
honestly,
fire.
we're just trying to figure it all out. We don't know what's happening. Now who's calling you?
Jasha.
Jasha?
Well. Look who it is.
Jasha? Is it? Hold on.
Look who it is. Are you gonna say anything?
What?
Are you gonna say anything?
Hi.
Hi, Jasha. We have another caller on the podcast. Say hello to Jasha. Or no, Jasha, say hello to the podcast.
Oh,
You gotta say hi.
hi.
Why do you sound so dead? You and Cody.
Yeah,
We
both
were
of you guys.
sleeping and you guys called.
They were sleeping.
Quote unquote.
Sure.
Sleeping.
We were actually sleeping. We're tired.
Uh-huh. Well, you guys have fun, I guess. Sleeping. What?
Okay.
Okay. Did
Okay.
you just call back to see why we called you?
Yeah, because I was sleeping.
Okay.
Because you were sleeping.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, well, you said you wanted to talk on our podcast, so say hi to everyone.
Hi.
Hi. Okay.
Hi. Okay.
Hi, Jasha.
Good night.
Have a good night
Good afternoon,
boss.
good
Good
evening,
afternoon.
and good night.
Good night. Good night.
and good morning, I guess.
Oh, no.
We're trying to end it. We can't end it.
I'm trying. I was.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways.
No, but we'll just think about that. Like, we're just creatures of meat with a self-conscious.
Yeah.
But
Oh my
on that
God.
note,
We're in
do you
the soup.
think
Okay.
the
what?
Matrix could be real?
The Matrix, yeah.
Have you seen that movie?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's a good
So
movie.
the basis of the movie, in case you listeners haven't seen it, is it's about this time frame where everything seems normal, but in reality, we're actually stuck inside this program called the Matrix that computers made for us. That we're
Basically, this is all a simulation compared to the real world that we're just sleeping in, type thing.
Yeah.
We're in a simulation, right? And when we wake up, then we're gonna go back to the real world, and it's like
So
crazy
it's sort of
stuff
like
that you can
Inception. Think about it like that, in case you've seen Inception. So,
Yeah.
what do you think? Yay or nay?
do. I mean, there's definitely. I saw this thing, and it was like, there's no evidence that says we are, and there's no evidence. I think it said that there was more evidence that we are than there is that we aren't.
Really?
Yeah, at least from what I remember. But I mean, I don't know if that's
Yeah,
possible. I think it's fun to think about.
Oh, yeah.
To really like think about all these things.
Well, it's like, what if none of us exist and we're all just figments of one person's imagination?
Right?
It's like, let's be real here. I don't know what you're thinking. I only know my own self-conscious. And I know you, but I don't know,
Yeah.
I
don't know.
if you're real. What if you're just a figment of my imagination?
Yeah, what if you're just a figment of my imagination?
What if you're
you know?
just saying that because you're a figment of my imagination?
What if you're just
and
saying
I
that?
know I can't say that. See?
It's crazy though, how if you really think that each person has their own, feelings, each person has their own thoughts and consciousness and
What?
everything.
Everybody has feelings?
Exactly. It's crazy. Everybody has their own story that they go through.
Thank you.
It's crazy just to think about.
Thank you. I
It
feel like
is.
that's the thing, is I feel like on this podcast, we talk about that. I want to make it a point that we're not always going to talk about stupid stuff like bananas and potatoes in case you listened to our last one. But we're not going to talk about the deep stuff like this every time. It's just going to be
Yeah.
sort of whatever we feel like talking about or whatever you guys want us to talk about.
Mhm.
Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
it's been fun. I'm your host, Braden.
I'm also your host, Devin.
I forget that every day. I'm your co-host, Braden.
I'm your other co-host, Devin.
All
And
right.
Thank you for listening to this podcast. Please, if you're watching on YouTube, please make sure you like and subscribe. If you're listening to anything else, make sure you share it with your friends and share it across everywhere.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter where we talk more about this and we can interact a lot more with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
One last time, this is a popcorn.
The Popping Popcorn Podcast, otherwise known as Triple P.
All right, thank you.
We talk about the stuff.
Oh, all right, I forgot about that.
We talk about the
talked
stuff.
about the stuff.
Nobody
You
else
can say it.
Talks
I don't
about.
deserve to say it anymore. I'm like the dog. The dog is pouting. I'm gonna pout. I don't deserve to say it. You can say it.
We talk about the stuff that nobody else talks about. So,
Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day, night, or evening.